Hey, this is Louis D. Fresh bringing it to you on a Tuesday afternoon. I hope you're doing well. Again, my apologies for not doing a video last week. I still have this lovely bronchitis. It's just one of those things that I've had on and off for most of my adult life. But, the show must go on, as it were. So before my voice disappears again, I'm going to shoot, it's actually a two-part series. One is we're going to talk about Greek life, and what is it? Greek life. We're talking about colleges. We're talking about your YouTube channel. We're talking about something that some people have a negative connotation to. Some people enjoy, what have you. Greek life is really sororities and fraternities. And I know, like I said, you can have whatever comes to mind when I say that. But it is a prevalent part of a college life. Most colleges do have these things called fraternities and sororities. And what we're going to talk about, what is it? The different types of that I've little research, because I don't want to say, oh, I'm so smart. Some research on these and see what we come up with. So let's jump right into it. So Greek life, what is it? They have these housing, fraternity row, sorority row, the togetherness type of thing, and some people look at it as a party atmosphere. Some people look at it as like, oh, stay away from it. So we're going to create a new little playlist. That's what I was trying to say before. Create a little playlist and to see, I don't know how much of it I'm going to actually dwell on. I'm definitely going to do this one and the next one. The next one is going to be the pros and cons of Greek life. But like I said, at least those two videos, and definitely a playlist, because it is a significant portion or significant possibility to choose in your college experience. All right, what is it? That's part one here. It's simply that. It's a group of students, organizations of students, usually, not always, but usually split in genders. Men, fraternity, brotherhood, fraternity, women, sorority, sisterhood. Sometimes it can be a combination of men and women, but usually it is split by gender. And yes, your friendly neighborhood Louis D. Fresh was part of it. I was Alpha Phi Delta. Our colors were white lettering and purple background. And, it's something that you can choose. It's not for everybody, but it's something that at least should be addressed. And usually, not always, but these fraternities, why it's called Greek life or sorority, Greek life is because they're usually determined by 3 or 2 Greek letters. And so that's why they come up with the term Greek life. Alright, now this is not always and always, but because I know ours didn't have it. These groups can live in a house, such as, and that's why the fraternity row, sorority row, they'll live in houses, they'll have a little thing on top telling you the chapter. That's the name of the, as I say here, there may be several chapters or schools in the United States. These chapters may be defined on the house, and they may also put the name of the fraternity on the house. So they can live in a house. They usually have a set of rules, more than rules. They have traditions that they follow, and you're expected to follow those things. And you have this whole thing of pledging. There we go. Potential members pledging. That's the hands up there. Pledging before they become full members that yes, they will be part of this tradition that is there for that particular fraternity or that particular sorority. And that usually what defines it. Like I said, the house, the rules and regulations, the traditions, and usually, not always, but they're usually very, very secret. You have secret handshake, secret whatever, secret, induction ceremonies. So, and my fraternity included, we have a secret handshake, secret induction ceremony, all that cute little stuff. So, just letting you know. Oh, examples. I did research on this one. I can't lie, because I really wasn't sure. Social, they build characters, connect people who share similar interests. And sometimes that's good because you automatically develop a brotherhood or a sisterhood. So it's nice when you develop those similar interests. Mine, the Alpha Phi Delta, was engaged in charitable projects, wanting to make a difference in society, and that's true. They really do. They go out and do some service. Not always. Yes, they have their fun and la la la, but they characterize themselves as a service oriented or fraternity. I just wanted to stop for a second because in case I forget this, and I may not on my slides, fraternities, sororities, how I would look at these things. This is just my opinion. Is if you're looking at it, just to look at it, they have this thing called rush periods. Rush meaning that they will rush you, in other words, and say, hey, we have this cool fraternity, cool sorority, and that's when you can kind of decide, well, hey, you want to pledge or not during that rush time. The other thing is that they have these called local fraternities, which are just on that campus, or you have a national fraternity like mine, a national sorority that are different parts all over the United States. And if you're going to loot, in my opinion, I think it's good to do a national one, so you have brothers and sisters, elsewhere. And in my opinion, which I don't think I put here, they also have alumni clubs. I told you I went to a school, Fordham University in the Bronx, New York. There is an alumni association here in, it's probably about an hour drive from here, in Boca Raton. And so if I want to join, I can. It's available to me. So those are things that I think I would look for when you're looking at these fraternity and sororities. All right, continuing onward. Different types of fraternities and sororities. Professional ones. I know that they definitely have these ones that build up careers and make connections in your chosen field of study. These even though they do have the Greek alphabet and all that, this is really more for just literally professionalism. Hey, this is what we're gonna do. This is how we're planning on what we're gonna do after college, and these are more not so much the true identity of a fraternity or sorority. Number 4, as I did some more research, honors one. I think there was one called the Mu Alpha Theta. That's for Math Society. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. There's a GPA invitation depending on your grade point average. And it can be a great resume booster that you kind of put that's an organization that you are a part of. So these two professional honors are really not necessarily in the true spirit of fraternity and sororities, but they are definitely considered fraternal and sorority-ish. So I just want you to be aware of them. And the last two that I was looking at, faith and ethnic based. I know there's a lot of stuff about Judaism these days and Palestine. I'm sure this is May of 2024. You may have seen, or you can look back in your history books if you're looking at this in 2044, 2054. There was a lot of strife, with the whole thing in October 7th of 2023 and a lot of that stuff. So sometimes this cultural, spiritual guidelines, in terms of, you want to feel rah, which is fine, about your ethnic or faith-based background. You can definitely join these fraternities and sororities. And those who are different than that can join to kind of broaden their cultural views. Like mine, Alpha Phi Delta, is an Italian heritage fraternity. Even though I'm not Italian, they let me in, to broaden my cultural views. Number 6, cultural, designed to meet their to meet the need of offering minority representation and community, perhaps of indigenous background, perhaps different religious faiths. Hey, you can do it. Uplifts and empowers minorities, gives them necessary tools for success. It's very real, and I think that is yet another form of a fraternity and sorority. Those are 6 that I there was more, but those are the 6 that I kind of chose for, what is a fraternity and sorority. The reason I brought all this stuff up is because, as a volunteer college counselor, and I'm already starting to work on the college fair for next year for my volunteer school. I already have 2 schools. I'm pretty impressed. And on May 21st, having 2 colleges for October 25th. That's pretty cool. I get stuff in the mail, and I saw this. Again, re-emphasizing to you, you definitely should, your schools that you're interested in, get involved with their social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, Snapchat, or whatever's out there. There's which I'm not a part of, which I should, I guess, Discord, that was good for interacting with others. Get involved with them, because you will find, and therefore you will get emails telling you, hey, we have this going on, that going on. And that was the case with an email that I got. I sent this to my personal email because I try to, and that's important. One more time, professional emails should be professional. Personal emails should be personal. So I like to do all this stuff on my personal email. And I got this. I'm not going to click on the video because the video is a YouTube video and it's about an hour long. But it is because it says based on my Facebook live session, which I did not attend, but it said that I was there. But what's kind of cool is that it is a question and answer period about the fraternity life on Texas Christian University. And that, of course, for those people who are interested, in Fort Worth, Texas. I actually sent somebody there for music. They have a good music program there. So I'm telling you that because it caught my interest, because their thing here is watch the video for Greek life at TCU. So I think that's important, because you don't want to get yourself involved in something that you really don't want to be a part of. So that's why I think it's important that you check out those videos. And one last thing before I forget. There is another negative connotation to fraternities and sororities, because I like to, the good and the bad and whatever, because I know I didn't want to get hit or hurt or beaten or whatever, for to be part of a fraternity. They have something called hazing. Sometimes they will hit you and hurt you or embarrass you publicly. If you're cool with it, I'm not here to judge. But I'm not into that. So I'm just saying that's something you may want to look into, and that's why they have these videos, what you should do or how Greek life is on a campus. Because you want to be careful. Or drinking excessively, and you don't want to, God forbid, die to get into a fraternity because you drank too much or did drugs or something like that. So that's why these things do have a negative connotation. So be careful. Look. Like I said, I was part of a fraternity. I was the president of my chapter. God, back in the early 1990s. I liked it. Even though I'm not active now. But I'm just letting you know that this is something significant. And next time we're going to talk about pros and cons about Greek life. And at least those 2 videos. And that's going to be definitely a playlist, Greek life. And I think I might literally name it Greek life. And that's it. Louis D. Fresh.